Hi, I'm Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
And this is the Game Forum.
This week, we're going to take a look at microtransactions and battle passes.
So we're going to start off with microtransactions. They're almost never free and almost will never have a way for you to earn the currency in-game. They can seem predatory. Sometimes they aren't. You can buy skins or weapons for particular games. There's loot boxes, which also can count as a microtransaction.
And looking at the flip side is a new system called battle passes. With this, it's always a tiered progression. Typically, you end up paying one time, and this will unlock the ability to level up all the tiers. So what you start seeing is, with a lot of companies, what they'll do is about every 5 tiers, they'll give you something for free, so you don't have to pay for it. But then the other tiers in between, you'll have to pay to have access to those. And we see a lot of the same kind of stuff in battle passes as microtransactions, but you actually get to see exactly what it is, unlike in loot boxes.
Yeah.
Also in battle passes, you end up playing the game to gain experience to go up through the tiers. However, some battle passes allow you to pay to go up through tiers as well, if you don't have as much time. And we can also see Call of Duty adding in new weapons to battle passes that are actually locked behind a battle pass, and once that season goes away, so does access to the weapon. Fortnite uses skins as a mainstay for their... Fortnite uses skins in their battle passes as one of their mainstays for attracting people to buy it. So overall, what do you think about microtransactions versus battle passes?
Battle passes work better, in my opinion, because they kind of give you something to aim for.
Yes.
And they can be free, but it's almost always worth it to buy the paid tier, and I think that's on purpose.
Yes.
And so, like, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you get, like, for me, it's worth it to get those 2 new weapons.
Well, see, the 2 new weapons, pretty much in the last tier and this one, have both been on the free tiers.
Okay.
As long as you level up to a high enough point to get them. I think a lot of people like being able to what they're going to be able to unlock.
That's true.
Because with a loot box, you have a chance of getting something you want, but you might put in $20 and get it, or you might put in $200 and not get it. It's all up in the air.
Yep.
With battle pass systems, you can see, okay, if I make it to level 50, I can get that really cool outfit that I want for that character, or that weapon, or whatever it is you want. It's much more upfront, and I think a lot of people appreciate that. And I think because they appreciate it, they're willing to spend a little bit more money on it. They don't feel like they're getting ripped off.
They're rewarding the players for playing the game.
Yes. And players are rewarding the companies for being upfront and paying more money.
Yeah.
Because what was it? Activision actually said they made more money off Modern Warfare's first battle pass than they did with the microtransactions on the last game, right?
Yep. Which could mean anything from, like, how many consoles or how many
players are playing the game.
Yeah, so they could have sold a lot, so therefore more people are willing to, like, drop, because it was $10 to get access to the battle pass, which is pretty cheap for the amount of content you get.
Yes. And a lot of companies too have been shifting over to this. Like, I'm a big Crossout fan. Crossout's been a game for a couple of years. Now they've decided to pick it up and put in a battle pass. The first time they've ever done this.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege with the launch of Year 5, which hasn't been announced as of recording, it's been confirmed that it will come with a battle pass with a free tier and a paid tier. And I love Rainbow Six Siege, and so I hopped off that game because it was kind of just like you lost the progression.
Yes.
And so, like, adding this is going to make me want to go back and play it.
Well, see, For Honor is another Ubisoft game I play a bit of. They just added in their first battle pass system. And I guess getting back to Call of Duty actually has battle passes and microtransactions in it.
Yeah, they do have both.
But they have dropped loot boxes entirely.
Yeah.
And I think especially after Battlefront 2, I think a lot more game developers are going to be dropping loot boxes 100%.
Yeah, and we're gonna be getting battle passes,
Yeah.
I'm sure, because it's like a way for people to continue. Because basically, they want people to buy their game and to not get rid of it,
Yes.
to hold on to it. And battle pass is I guess, a genius way to do that.
Because I mean, it keeps people playing. It keeps money coming in to the developer, so they can add in new content to keep people playing. It's like a cycle system.
Yeah.
So for games that you really like and enjoy, a battle pass is a way to help the developers continuously fund the game while giving you new content. And if you like it, it's a good way to help support the developer without having to chuck over a ton of money.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of a win-win system all the way around.
Yeah, and there could be a time to where battle passes do become predatory. Like, for instance, if, let's say, Call of Duty releases a battle pass, and on the paid tier you get a unique weapon that is
A fully automatic rocket launcher.
Yeah, like something, like that, like a sniper rifle that has a higher fire rate. They could release it like, oh, it's at the very end and it's on the pay tier. Like, that could be a bit of a competitive edge.
But as much as, I think that's probably going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
I think for the moment, I think we're in a good standing.
Yeah.
And I think really a lot of it has been the industry and the people being fed up with a lot of the predatory nature of, loot boxes and some of the microtransactions put into some of these games, especially with, again, Battlefront 2. I think that was one of the signifying moments where they had so much stuff locked behind random chance and paying to win that not only did fans and gamers get involved, but it got to the point to where politicians and governments started getting involved. And I think once it started getting to that level, that was kind of like the last straw that really made developers go back and start looking at a new way to do things.
Yeah.
So I guess in conclusion, I tend to like the way the industry is evolving and changing, and it sounds like they're finally listening to, people whether they want to or not. So I'm a bit hopeful for the future on this.
Yeah, I'm okay with microtransactions staying as long as they're non-predatory.
Yes.
And if a battle pass goes along with it, that's also a plus.
Yes, I mean, as long as, they are upfront with people on, this gun, if you want it, is, $5, or this skin is $2. And it's not, you pay $20 to have a chance of getting whatever it is. I don't have a problem with that. They need to make money so they can keep funding things and make a profit to keep the game going. If you like the game, you should want to help out some of the developers.
Yep. And that is the end of our Battle Pass versus Microtransactions episode. I'm Zach.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're the Game Forum.